Good morning, everyone. We have another visitor into the cul-de-sac this morning. Tom's coming over on his really cool Triumph Bonneville. Here he is.
How you doing?
Hi, Tom. So thank you so much, Tom, for coming over.
Sure.
I love your bike.
Glad to. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Been a fun bike over the years. I've had it for, I think I bought it probably about 11 years ago.
Okay.
And it's a 1969 Triumph Bonneville. Kind of an interesting story of how this came about. There was a fellow who was a collector in town, and he had collected some Triumphs and parts and that kind of thing, and he passed away, and I was able, through a friend of mine, to take a look at the stuff and pretty much bought his inventory of parts and stuff. In that inventory was this tank, these fenders, and a new old stock seat.
Oh, wow.
All painted just like you see it.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at that and I said, I need to find a bike to go underneath this.
Yeah. Build a bike around this.
The hardest part is getting the painting done and all that stuff. And here it is. It's already done.
It's beautiful.
I found a kind of a rolling basket that had matching numbers and a title. And then I started basically from that and built the bike up from scratch.
1969, it's like the epitome, isn't it? 69, 70 of the Triumph Bonnevilles.
It's kind of the peak that a lot of collectors like. And it has a lot of, some upgrades and that kind of thing. Certainly one of the big things, I think, is the front brake really works well. It probably stops better than the disc brakes of that era.
Yeah.
The disc brakes were pretty rudimentary at that point. Yeah.
And those horns are iconic, aren't they? The dual horn up
dual
the front
horns,
as well.
yeah.
I believe they're pretty difficult to come by, aren't they? Oh, yeah. That's cool.
They are. I was able to find them. I was up in the Seattle area. There's a guy up there who has a lot of British parts, and we would go up there periodically just to look through what he had. And he had this set sitting in his showcase, and I was building this at the time, and I had to have that. So, and he knew he had me. So
Yeah.
we cooked the deal. But yeah, it was. They're a little hard to find.
It's almost like just name your price.
Yeah.
I gotta have them. You know I've got to have them.
That's
Tell
right.
me what you need.
Right. And I've done a number of these late 60s bikes. And 69 and 70 was kind of unique with the seat because the factory pattern is very distinct, and they don't do that on the aftermarket seats. They're a little more coarse, and they don't quite have the same shape. So I was really fortunate. There was actually a couple of these in that inventory. I built a 70 Bonneville for a friend of mine and used one of those stock seats.
And it's not obvious, is it? It's just the discerning eye that spots those nuances, isn't it?
Well, the newer ones, the new replica seats are pretty good. They just, if you compare them with an original, they're very noticeable.
Yes.
So it's little things like that, So.
Very cool. And how long did it take you to restore this then?
It was probably over about a 2-year period.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good.
Had to go through the motor completely, and it was. I think I had to go maybe 20 over on piston size, and maybe 10 under on the rod bearings. But other than that, it's pretty good shape. There's an outfit in town that does my bottom ends, and they can do.
Oh yes.
Not only the crank grinding, but they can do dynamic balancing. That really helps.
Oh yeah. It smoothed it out then, did it? Really?
Yeah. Oh. And I got new Premier carburetors for it because it was just it could work so much better.
Yes.
And then I put the Tri-Spark ignition.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So that makes it nice, and then it just seems between the carbs and the dynamic balancing of the crank and those makes the bike just run that much smoother.
Smooth. And of course it's hidden as well, you never see it.
Right.
No one knows that you haven't got points in there, so what the heck, why not?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a great believer in some of these modern developments and enhancements as well. So I've got LED lights in mine, and you know, I like the old yellow glow, but you want to be seen on the road as well at the same time.
That is true.
So, and of course you're a Triumph guy through and through. They're just looking at your t-shirt as well. You've got the 52 Thunderbird, which is
Thunderbird, yeah, that's
beautiful.
this one here.
Yeah, and you've got a stable full of beautiful Triumphs as well.
There's quite a few of them, yeah. And I kind of wonder, what am I doing with all these things? But,
keep them.
No.
Keep them. Well, just bring them here.
Yeah.
You've got a 48 Speed Twin, is it 48?
It's a 1940, it's pre-war.
40, I'm sorry, 40.
Yeah,
so,
I need to get it back on the road. I haven't ridden it for a little while because I developed a little bit of a leak in the gas tank. So I got to fix that up. It's a good runner. It's an older restoration, so it's not like a 100-pointer.
No. It looks stunning. I remember when you brought it to the Triumph dealership as well, when the new Speed Twin came out.
Right.
I did a little video comparing yours, the original, with the new Speed Twin.
Right.
So, it was a nice contrast to see the two together.
It was, to see the legacy.
Yeah. It looks really comfy to ride with those Western bars as well. I would imagine it's a really enjoyable bike to ride.
It's pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't ridden it too much this season yet because I had the electrical problem, but it's you need to get it out more, and the more you ride it, the better they run.
I agree with you. I know, I'm the same. I've got a couple of bikes in there that I haven't ridden, and I know they're going to need a lot of fettling before they're back on the road again.
It's hard to find the time when you've got a few of them to get them all out and exercise them.